doing it. Remember this time. Oh, crap.
There we go. Those of you who know will know.
You know, so there's a thing. I'm not even going to get into it. So
That'll be more fun this way.
boom, we have a huge topic.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
for coming back. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'm going to get all the stuff out of the way now. Thanks for coming. This is Yeti or Not. Here we come. I'm Mike. This is Dustin.
Hello.
Like and subscribe. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all this stuff. Yeti or Not. Here we come. Except for Instagram, we're Yeti or Not dudes.
Just go to Yeti or Not. Here we come.
Yeti or Not. Here we come.
.com, and you'll find it somewhere.
Yeah.
And you know, I was even going to AI it, like, how do I make this pop up first? Like, what do I have to do? And then I forgot and didn't do it. Before I forget, we need to do exactly what we were going to talk about, and we have a hot topic today.
Yes. So they had the Artemis II mission, right?
Where's Artemis 1?
I think, I could be mistaken. Let me know if I'm wrong.
Let me know in the comments if...
I think Artemis 1 was, so remember when they launched one a while back with 2 people on it, and they were supposed to like dock at the space station and then come back in a few days. But they got to the space station and they realized the spaceship was broken, and they were like stuck on the space station for like a long time. And then Elon Musk was like, "Man, this is dumb. I'm gonna go get these guys," and went up there, sent one up. They jumped on it and came back home. But they were up there for a long time. I believe that was Artemis 1.
You know what really irritates me about that whole thing? I didn't hear much coverage about basically Elon bailing out the government on that.
Makes sense.
It was like, hey, you know what? We'll send it. And he goes, I think I heard it. I could be wrong.
From the get-go, I believe, and let me know if I'm wrong about this, but I believe from like the get-go, as soon as it went south and they realized, oh man, we can't get these guys back on this spaceship anymore, Elon Musk was like, hey, I'll do it. I can go do it.
And they were like, no.
And it kind of felt like the government was, or at least NASA was saying like, no, bro, we got it. It's okay.
We don't have a rocket or anything, but
it's totally under control, man. We're
no,
good.
That's exactly what I was
totally
gonna
meant
say.
to do this.
That's exactly what I was
felt
gonna
like
say.
that was happening.
He went up and rescued it, and it just poofed in the news. That's what everything is anyway. And that's why we have to stay focused
Yeah. Well,
on
so
what is Artemis? Is that like
that's just the name of the mission.
what does that mean?
That's the name of the so the Artemis II mission, I believe. Let me start over.
Is
So
stupid and fake.
okay, I just know this. Okay, they're calling this thing the Artemis II, okay, and, which is a launch of what they call the SLS, the Space Launch System, okay, which is what you saw the rocket that launched.
Or did I?
Supposedly, we'll get into that in a
Or
minute.
did I?
Yeah. So that whole thing was called the SLS. On top of the SLS,
Stupid, lame satellites.
The Orion, it's called space capsule, spacecraft, Orion, that's what it was called.
Okay.
And that's what the astronauts were actually in, okay, the whole time. They launched that thing up. The plan, but according to NASA, was that they're going to launch it. It was going to go out to the moon over a 10-day period. It was going to go out to the moon, out a little bit actually past the moon, the furthest. They claim the furthest any human has ever flown away from Earth.
Well, yeah, if you went on the backside of it.
Yeah, so they went like a long way around
Yeah.
and then brought it back home to Earth. Over 10 days. Apparently, when they got up there, they were still having some issues, I guess, with the toilets.
You can't get the toilets right.
Yeah,
but you're going to fly around the moon.
And I'm not trying to, man, look, I'm coming up for this one. NASA, I want to believe you, man. I really want to, dude. Like, I was just at your house, man, not too long ago. I was down there in Florida, NASA, and it was really cool, dude. And I want to believe you guys. But look, man, like, it looks sketchy, okay? And I think you guys, if this is real, I think you guys could handle this a lot better. Okay.
Well, I'm
sorry, NASA. I'm sorry, man. I'm not trying to upset you.
Dude, that's totally a topic that we've been over a million times already. Okay, maybe only a few, but AI makes everything so
dude.
Hard to tell.
It's so
sometimes.
cool, but so lame at the same time.
Well, and I talked to you about this earlier, and I don't know if we want to make a whole show on it, but I'm a believer, all right, of AI is the next .com bubble. Everyone thinks just make a whatever.com and it's going to blow up. Don't worry about it. But it's exactly what happened. They blew up and stuff stayed. Amazon's huge. That's a big part of our life.
Yeah.
The .coms. But it's not what we thought it was going to be.
No.
It's different. I don't think AI is this creation of God, which Joe Rogan has been over, I don't know, an infinite amount of times now, where he thinks that it's going to be AI government and we are creating God. I get the concept that you're coming from.
Yeah.
It's an interesting idea. I don't think it's that smart. And I was talking to you about there's an AI that hacked another AI to see how it was actually coded, and come to find out, basically, they all use the same sort of coding, and it's just a script. It's all a script.
Yeah, it seems kind of cheap.
Yeah, it all follows a rule. So if you put in the F word, or you say or or it goes, oh, this person's mad, put in this kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's already it's programmed. It's just a program.
Yeah, it's just a set of instructions that just repeat over and over again.
And that's the thing. The program says, okay, well, you got this response, come back to here, and it can rewrite what it's trying to do.
I've learned a little bit about coding, Python in particular. Mm-hmm. And it seems like, from what I've learned, a lot of it is stuff like, if this, then do that.
Oh,
like it feels like it's just a lot of that.
That's what coding is.
Yeah.
If this, then that. That's
if you get this, then do this other thing right here. And if it's that, then do that.
I don't think that's consciousness, though.
No, I don't think so either.
Because and yeah, people are really like that. Where if this thing, then they're gonna that thing. So yes, they're a little bit like that. But there's also a weird thing in there where you might actually be able to tell somebody something and they go, oh, wait, hold on. I think, okay, maybe I was wrong. Oh, I think I might get that.
We can stop the cycle.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas, like, if in a program, like if you have broken code that will cause the computer just to keep going and looping, it'll crash it.
That's exactly that's what crashes. It's a loop, a memory loop, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger until it can't.
Whereas human beings have the ability to say, like, wait a second, this doesn't work. Let's do something different.
Is that the human equivalent of crashing?
Like going off the deep end?
Where you just no, but you like
no, I think
it doesn't make enough sense. It does not compute, and then all of a sudden you crash and go reset. Wait a second.
Yeah,
what are you saying?
People have like a mental breakdown.
It's a little similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yes. Our whole consciousness as well is a lot of action and reaction.
Yeah.
You know, my brain received these signals from my eyes or ears and thus did this thing instead, and which caused this, which caused that to do this, and so on. But yeah, at any time, a human can be like, nope, I'm stopping that. I'm going to do something different.
Have you ever had a hard time with stopping that, though?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. And that's a weird, but I think that's the defining line of actual AI.
Yeah, yeah. An AI, I don't think not yet anyway, has the ability to identify that it might have a flaw with its way of doing things and want to do better and able to change it.
No, it just you know what? And my grandpa said this. He's like, hey, the computer isn't stupid. People are. Computer doesn't make mistakes. It just does what you told it.
Yeah.
And I think that's exactly where we are. That it's just doing what we told it.
Yeah.
So when I put in like, hey, what are the best states to raise a family and the taxes and put a business together? And what about insurances and weather? Put all that in account. It just grabs from all the websites. It can read it and it can do really an amazing thing.
Yeah.
And it can put it out for me, but it might not really give me what I'm looking for.
No.
Like, hold on. You totally missed this whole thing. We should probably talk about Artemis.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So
Anyway, so they launched this thing. It went around the moon. It landed. And we're waiting for, I guess, Artemis II, which is where if I remember correctly, they're going to actually land people on the moon again.
okay.
So, obviously, with something something of this nature, there's a lot of people who, me included, are asking some questions because we see some stuff and we're like, wait a second, this doesn't make sense.
I always ask questions.
I'll read through the thing that I got here, and then we'll talk about it some more, I'm sure.
Okay, so it's spooky, scary time.
Yeah. Spooky. Hold on, let me wet my whistle real quick here.
All right, because you got to read a story, and you can't put things on the internet without somebody just saying whatever they want.
All right, which is
Green is go.
that's green, right?
Yeah.
Okay, colorblind. All right. Wow. Right after the mission launched and the crew started sending back photos and videos, social media exploded with conspiracy theories. Hashtags like hashtag fake space, hashtag fake NASA, and straight up green screen accusations went viral. One image that racked up over 1 million views on X supposedly showed the astronauts floating in front of a green screen with film cameras pointed at them. The classic "they are filming in a studio" type stuff.
Wait, I just got to stop you. 1 million views on X. I have a hard time getting like 3.
Yeah, right. You guys can help us with that.
So what's the problem here?
Well, that's why I'm trying to piggyback off some
It's
of
a
that.
greater conspiracy.
Yeah.
Okay, we can go back. I just wanted to interject.
Okay. It was quickly called out as an AI-generated fake. The telltale signs were all there if you look closely. That's what I think. I think it's pretty obvious. A broadcast glitch during the live stream where a text appeared to bleed through the official Artemis mascot plush toy. Did you see that? That happened?
So, interesting fact. I have not watched any of this.
Oh, dude. Okay. All right. So then let's do this.
You know what? You can pull it right up.
Let's do this.
People love it when I burp.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's go ahead. Jamie, can you pull that up? Yeah. We'll pull up the video. Real-time fact checking, because this is what people love.
Oh, I spelled that wrong.
I don't even know what that word's supposed to be. But what? Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'll find it for you here in a minute. Anyway.
We're putting Artemis II glitch. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Glitches. Because I need to see it now if we're going to talk about it. Well, right there is a green screen. I see it on the internet, so therefore it's true.
This right here.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, hold on.
Oh, hold on. Yeah,
hold on.
We're still low budget right here. Hold on. And oh my God,
another one. I love it. Ads.
Conspiracy theorists are going bonkers over a new NASA video they claim proves the Artemis II mission to the moon is staged in front of a green screen. The brave crew gave a live interview over the weekend to CNN discussing their journey to the moon, while a plush toy named Rise floated around the capsule as a sign of zero gravity. But a clip of the interview filmed by a cell phone from the TV allegedly shows visual distortions and flickers of text. including the letters TAN and OW.
What?
Yeah.
Body and head. Conspiracists quickly seized on the clip as supposed proof.
Oh, okay. That's pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Are we supposed to say what that was from or anything? Like,
No, screw them.
Okay.
I don't even care.
All right. Okay, so
Okay.
that happened. Okay, so
Seeing that myself, okay, that does look like a green screen. Was that video real?
that's why I asked you, because they said like if it was a video taken from a cell phone of a guy like taping it on his TV or recording it on his TV.
I don't
So
know.
it's not you can't say it's definitively like the exact same video feed.
I could easily take the video and apply a green screen effect to it, and if it had,
But yeah, I feel like if that was the case, there's video experts out there who can tell that and like show why that either is or is not fake.
maybe. Okay, well, we'll go through the rest of this.
All right. So then there's the far side of the moon photos. Some folks pointed out lighting that looked off and claimed it proved the images were faked in a studio or generated with AI, which I kind of thought they did look kind of AI-ish. Others tied it right back to the old Apollo moon landing hoax theories. If they faked it in '69, they definitely faked this one now. That's what people are saying. A few even dragged the flat Earth angle, saying that the curvature of the Earth in the shots was suspicious, or that the whole thing was part of the bigger globe Earth psyop.
Oh, I know about that one.
Yeah, the bigger Earth. I heard about that too recently. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, so Earth is not flat. It is a globe.
It's just way bigger than we thought it was.
Yeah. I don't know how any of that makes sense.
I don't know enough about like the math involved in calculating gravitational pull and stuff, but I know that's a thing that can be done.
I don't think there's any math involved in the greater Earth theory. So
Yeah, I don't know.
it's just
I don't know how easy that would be to prove or disprove besides actually just
Like,
going
no,
into
it's-
space and seeing for yourself.
It's the Illuminati, so it's even bigger than we thought. But
But
is.
yeah, if you don't know what that is, we haven't done a video on it yet. If
you
you
don't-
and if you want us to, leave a comment and let us know.
If you don't know what it is, then you.
Wow. All right. Not really. He didn't mean that. Okay.
Not literally. That's why I edited it.
All right.
So it's not as harsh.
The mission also reignited.
I don't know what it
takes.
is. So
All right. Is Artemis 2, where did I leave off? Is Artemis 2 really about returning to the moon in 2028, or is it a cover up for something else? Black budget tech testing, hiding non-human stuff, or just keeping the public distracted while elites prep for whatever's next?
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably likely. Some linked it to recent government alien.gov domain registration and the Trump's declassification push, asking why we're rushing back to the moon right when disclosure chatter is heating up.
Which we did an episode about just
did.
recently about them releasing all the alien info.
Yeah. NASA and fact checkers have pushed back hard, pointing to independent tracking by other countries, live telemetry data, and the fact that thousands of people, including international partners, are involved. But as we know from our 5G and TR3B episodes, oh, good job, AI. Official explanations don't always kill the questions. You got me again. You got me again. Man.
Oh, so funny. Just thinking the way you read it, like, and as you know, by our previous episodes, I'm reading a thing. I'm not saying this organically whatsoever. I am reading this off of the.
Man.
Oh, I don't know. That just made me laugh.
That's hilarious. Anyway, I might as well just finish reading it then.
All right.
So here's the big one for us. Yeti or not? Is Artemis 2 legit proof we're going back to the moon for real this time, or is it just another layer of the same old space theater? The green screen claims looks like sloppy AI, but the spread and the debunking of the timing with all the disclosure buzz makes you wonder. Who benefits from keeping the public split between it's real and it's all fake? What do you think, Dustin?
Who benefits
Yeah.
from splitting the public like this?
Who? Tell us.
Okay. I don't know who in particular. Is it one person? Is it some entity? But it's not that much of a coincidence that all of a sudden, since we've been going to war, but not calling it war, and it's about oil and some strait in this place and whatever. I don't know all the details, but it's kind of strange that all of a sudden, wow, we got to go to the moon.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah. So it didn't talk about it in here, but I've also seen videos that, I'm no space scientist or rocket engineer or anything like that, but I'm interested in that stuff in my private life, and I read a lot about it, and I'm kind of a space nerd a little bit. With that said, I've seen a lot of launch videos, and I've seen launches in real life. Well, one in particular. When they launched this one, I saw some videos that made me think that's weird. One of them was when they launched, you can see, so on top of the tower, there's a system, a machinery stuff set up to where it's like an escape system for the crew if they had to get off the launch pad quickly. Right?
Okay.
And it's like a ski lift backwards really fast. Okay. So it's like a cart with rides on a wire, like down a thing, far away. And during the launch of the Artemis II, right when it launches, you see these carts take off down that rail, that cable. And they said it was a routine thing that they planned to do to move the carts out of the way or whatever. I'm just calling them carts. I don't know if they really call them that.
Gondola.
Yeah, whatever it is. But I've watched a lot of launch videos, man, and I've never seen them do that before.
I've never seen that.
Yeah. So that was like,
So is that
so right off the bat. And then on the official stream, right when it starts to lift off, the camera, they have feed issues or something, where it blacks out for a moment and then it comes back on, and then it's kind of fuzzy, and then it comes back in, and the audio was like that too a little bit, and it was just sketch, bro.
I mean, some of that's understandable, but at the same time,
But
I just don't know what's real anymore.
But see, it's not understandable because that never happens on the SpaceX launches.
You're right.
All these other launches, that don't happen.
I mean, when they launched the Roadster into space with the astronaut floating around,
Yeah.
everybody, oh, that's fake looking, and it's it's so weird looking that it does look fake. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's weird. I don't know how to explain it,
But
but I feel like I trust that more than some of the other stuff
Yeah,
for
at
some
least you-
reason.
at least
Why
you-
is that a thing? I don't know.
there's that. I've seen photos. I couldn't tell if they were fake or not, and I don't know enough about how to use X to read all the comments and figure it out. But it looked like the thing that they had set up at the launch pad there, they were inflating it. It looked like it was like a big balloon.
I seen that
And
where
I
they
don't
were
know if that
showing.
was real or not.
What was this, an AI to make the ship look like a balloon?
Yeah,
But I
there's
don't know.
that. Also, I remember because when I watched it on YouTube when they launched it, and I could tell immediately, and maybe I'm gonna look like a total idiot if this turns out to be legit.
I could tell immediately.
But I
it's
could
fake.
tell immediately because I don't know all the right terms, but it didn't launch in a path that normally I've seen to where it ends up in orbit. It launched on a path that looked like it was more going just out towards the ocean.
Okay, well, normally when they're going in orbit, they're trying to go in orbit,
Yeah,
but they're trying to go to the moon, so could be different.
it could be. You're
Okay,
right.
okay.
But I thought that when I first saw it. And then I saw later someone had compared the footage that NASA showed of the launch to the video some guy took on the beach watching it launch on his phone. and you could see it's two totally different paths. The one that NASA says or showed, it goes like up like it normally would, you know. But then the one the guy showed on his video, it goes out like that.
I mean, that's what they normally do, but
it was different.
I don't believe anything anymore.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And then I saw the thing with the plushie with the letters behind it.
Yeah.
And then I saw, like, it looked to me like when they were interviewing the astronauts in the capsule, it looked like they were just all hanging upside down. That's why it looked like they were floating.
Well, so the last time I watched a show about how they were saying that the original moon landing never happened. But we haven't landed since then.
Yeah.
But the old one that everyone talks about. And this was
the OG, maybe fake one.
the OG, maybe fake.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. They admitted that, yeah, some of those photos were faked.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, they've admitted that some of it was just
I didn't know
photo op stuff because they couldn't actually film it. Like, well, you can't do that. Now is it all fake? I don't know.
That's where the government always, I don't know for shit.
Screws the
That's where they
pooch.
always go wrong, man. Like they did that with that apparently, and then they did that with the Bahama or Palm Beach Pete. You seen Palm Beach? Palm Beach.
Oh, yeah.
With his stuff, when they were like, "Oh, here's the files," and they're like, "Oh, but like here's the other files," and oh wait, here's the other files, and it makes everyone go like, "Well, which one of these is real and which one is fake?"
None of it.
You know?
But also at the same time, the last time I watched a show about it, it was a guy saying like, "No, look, we never landed on the moon," and he had written in the background, "Sweep the chimney."
Sweet chimney.
Chimney.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to take all my advice for the guy that doesn't know how to spell chimney. So, also a valid point.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think they did it, dude. I think it's fake. But I think it's going to happen because they made a big deal about the photos from the backside of the moon. They made a big deal about that, which I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure they've sent like probes and cameras to the moon.
Well, it would be a lot
Before?
easier
Yeah.
than sending a whole bunch of people, jettisoning everything that you sent
Yeah.
there just to land a small capsule back here.
I'm wondering if they're going to say like, oh, hey, we found something in these pictures, you guys, on the backside of the moon. And it's going to be something about aliens and it's all going to happen. It's all going to come out.
We could go on right now and be like, "Oh, look at this! On the dark side of the moon, this is photos," and we could fake it right now without doing anything. I mean, now we're gonna do it.
It's going to bring up a Pink Floyd thing, probably watch.
I don't know. I don't even know what we're going to uncharted territory.
Oh my God.
I can't spell.
I can't.
Oh, well, that's why I use a different word. That's gotta be it.
That's funny.
I gotta remember to
Good job, Facebook.
put that in there.
That's a good one. There was one I saw.
Uh,
There was one I saw where someone put a McDonald's, a little tiny McDonald's on there.
they've always been there.
Yeah. The backside of the moon.
I seen one where they said, "Oh, look, they took another photo from the moon of the Earth, and then they put it back to back with the old photo." They're like, "Why are the clouds exactly the same?" Like,
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe this is fake.
Well,
Maybe
well, what I heard was that they posted this first picture. It was the picture of the Earth.
Yeah.
Right? And, I'm sorry, it was a picture of the moon with the Earth in the background. And the Earth in the background, it was the moon. It was another picture of the moon. And then NASA took it down, changed it.
no. That's not what I
Put it
meant.
back up. And then it looked like the moon again, but just had coloring on it. And then they took it down and put it back up, and it looks like the one that's there
Well,
now.
how do they get everything wrong and right all at the same time? Like,
which is like
It's so
and-
weird.
And so this is why so I'm at the point now, which we just talked about before we started recording the stuff. Like, I'm not just going crazy. I'm not just dumb, and I'm not snot. You know what I mean?
Okay, maybe we are.
Like, this is really it looks fake, right?
Maybe. Okay, I'm just saying because this is a good segue.
Is it just me, or is it looks fake?
This is a good time to bring this show to a close.
I've learned something today.
So we can say maybe it's the CO2 emissions
Maybe.
that are making me believe this way. And with that, we can go ahead and sign out.
Thanks for coming by.
Chupacabras, I say to you.